Have you ever heard those words? Words that seem simple yet carry a weight that lingers in your heart and mind long after they're spoken. Your faith has made you whole. These words spoken by Jesus echo through centuries, touching lives even today. Jesus spoke them to those in need, not just as comfort, but as a declaration of a miracle, a moment when the impossible became possible. This phrase bridges our deepest human need with God's divine help, connecting our longing for healing with the source of all hope. It's not a magic formula or a set of special words, but a reflection of a heart full of trust in Jesus, a trust that opens the door to transformation. When Jesus said these words, he saw trust, hope, and faith shining in the eyes of those before him. He recognized the courage it takes to believe. God responds to faith, offering more than just physical healing. He brings peace to anxious minds, comfort to hurting souls, and hope to the weary. Imagine a shattered vase becoming brand new again, every crack restored, every flaw made beautiful. That's the kind of restoration faith can bring. Wholeness is complete restoration, body, spirit, and heart. It's the mending of what was broken, the renewal of what was lost. Jesus restored dignity in lives, welcoming outcasts back into the fold, giving them a place to belong and a reason to hope again. This is the kind of complete healing that faith opens the door to, a new beginning, a life made whole, and a future filled with possibility. Imagine the woman who had been sick for 12 long years, her days marked by pain, her nights filled with loneliness. She was isolated from her community, cut off from friends and family, and burdened by a sense of hopelessness that seemed to never end. One day she heard whispers about Jesus, a healer, a miracle worker. For the first time in years, a spark of hope flickered within her heart, and she began to believe that maybe, just maybe, her life could change. She thought to herself, if I can just touch his clothes, even the edge of his garment, I will be healed. That single thought became her lifeline, her plan for a new beginning. This was faith in action, believing that even the smallest connection to Jesus could bring about a miracle. She prayed silently, her heart pounding with anticipation and trust. Gathering her courage, she stepped into the bustling crowd. Every step was a risk. She could be shamed, rejected, or pushed aside. But her faith was stronger than her fear, and she pressed on, determined to reach him. At last, her trembling fingers brushed the hem of his robe. In that instant, a surge of healing power flowed through her body, and she knew she was finally free from her suffering. Jesus immediately felt power leave him and turned to the crowd, asking, "Who touched me?" The woman, filled with awe and trembling with emotion, bravely stepped forward and confessed what she had done. Jesus looked at her with compassion and said, "Daughter, your faith has made you whole. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." His words were filled with love and acceptance. Her faith had connected her to the source of all healing, transforming her life completely. She walked away joyful, restored, and at peace, forever changed by her encounter with Jesus. Picture Bartimaeus, a blind beggar by the road. Hearing Jesus was near, he shouted, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Despite being shushed, his hope was too strong. Jesus heard him and stopped, calling Bartimaeus to him. Bartimaeus left his cloak, symbolizing his old life, and approached Jesus. Jesus asked, "What do you want me to do for you?" Bartimaeus replied, "Rabbi, I want to see." Jesus said, "Go, your faith has healed you." Instantly, Bartimaeus could see, and he followed Jesus, praising God. 10 men with leprosy cried out to Jesus for mercy. Jesus instructed them to show themselves to the priests. As they went, they were cleansed. 9 continued on, eager to reclaim their lives. But one, a Samaritan, returned to thank Jesus. He praised God and fell at Jesus' feet. Jesus asked, "Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9?" To the grateful man, he said, "Rise and go. Your faith has made you whole." His gratitude and faith brought him complete wholeness. These stories show faith as active trust, an unwavering belief that propels us forward, reaching out, crying out, turning back to thank. The woman reached out, Bartimaeus cried out, the leper returned. Each action was a testament to their faith. Their faith was a conviction that moved them to act, a force that drove them beyond their fears and doubts. Faith connects us to God's power, bridging the gap between our limitations and His infinite strength. Like plugging a lamp into a socket, it illuminates our path and fills our lives with light. This is a promise for you today, a beacon of hope in your journey. We all have broken areas needing wholeness, parts of our lives that cry out for healing and restoration. Jesus hears your cry and sees your reach, understanding your deepest needs and desires. Faith is possible for everyone, regardless of where you come from or what you have faced. What is your need today? Reflect on it, write it down, and let it guide your prayers. Cry out, take a step, and move forward with courage. Trust in His power, knowing that He is with you every step of the way. Your faith can channel His miraculous work. As He still says, your faith has made you whole. Embrace this truth and let it transform your life, filling you with hope and freedom. If you found hope in this message, please share, comment, and subscribe for more uplifting stories.